Okay, Caroline, so this function is a piecewise function because it has different rules for different values of x. So first, if the values of x are less than -3, which would be like these values, -4 and -5, that function rule says that f of x has to be -4. So automatically. But when x is -3 to +3, we have to use that second rule, which says that you take x minus 1. So for -3, we'd take -3 minus 1, which is -4. For -2, we'd take -2 minus 1, which is -3. For -1, we'd take -1 minus 1, which is -2. For 0, we'd take 0 minus 1, which is -1. For 1, still in the interval from -3 to 3, we'd take 1 minus 1, which is 0. For 2, still in that interval, we would take 2 minus 1. I wrote that wrong. 2 minus 1, and we'd get 1. Positive 1, sorry. And when x is 3, you notice that it says that that middle rule for f of x is only used for values less than 3. So now for values 3 and greater, we have to use the third rule. So now if x is 3 or more, f of x has to be 2. So when x is 3, f of x is 2. When x is 4, f of x is 2. And when x is 5, f of x is 2. So now what does this graph look like? Well, you're going to have a red portion of the graph, you are going to have a black portion of the graph, and you are going to have a green portion of the graph. So let me add a graph grid here, and we'll take a look at this. Okay, so if I plot the points that are in black, -5, -4, there's that point, and -4, -4, there's that point. But when you get to -3, we find it is -4 as well. Okay, so that's a closed circle. So what we see for the first part of this piecewise function is that it's a horizontal line extending to the left from where x is -3 and below. Then for between -3 to +3, which is the red portion of our graph, we can see that that is a linear function because it's x to the first power, therefore it's going to be a straight line. So a straight line from -3, -4 to +2, 1. At x is 3, y is 2, and y would be 2. Okay. And y continues to be 2 for all values of x greater than that. So you end up with a horizontal line extending to the right. So our red